Recently, within the Genshin space, user-generated content has been a prevalent topic. So, what is user-generated content exactly? Well, as the name suggests, it's content that the user makes. It can be anything from fan art to quest guides to even this video, which is technically user-generated content. UGC for short. Now, within Genshin itself, user-generated content is a bit of a confusing topic. I don't want to discuss leaks, and most of the info is still in the air, but from how it looks thus far, Genshin UGC is more Fortnite pseudo-game engine-esque. Furthermore, it seems to have an emphasis on lobbies, as in high player counts. If I had to guess, I'd say to expect event-esque multiplayer game modes, but with higher player counts. Think prop hunt, tag, and the very annoying coin game modes that everyone hates. Except, I'd imagine that these games will have a lot more room for innovation, especially since users won't have many of the same restrictions that mihoyo themselves have. mihoyo, when designing events, has to think very carefully about appeasing everyone. This is why most non-combat events are relatively easy and quite frankly lack depth. If you lock rewards behind a one-time event that a player finds immensely irritating, you'll create bad experiences for the player, and that's bad for business. Players, however, don't have those same restrictions because 1, they don't care about mihoyo's profits. At least I'd hope not. And 2, the landscape will be way larger. When a Genshin event runs, it's typically a must-play and it only runs with like 2 other events at the most. With UGC, however, there will be so many different modes that if you don't like any given one, you can just simply not play it and move on to the next one. Easy done. Quite frankly, I am excited to see what's done with UGC. While I doubt we'll ever get a full anime gmod out of Genshin, I'm excited to see what people cook up, and I'm especially excited for the social aspect. I know that sounds kinda weird, and let me say that I'm not looking to make Genshin Impact friends. It's just that I think multiplayer gaming is an amazingly fun time, largely because of the social experience. However, I think that Genshin's multiplayer is lacking in that department. Think about it. We have TCG, which doesn't allow you to talk with your opponents as you play. We have multiplayer game modes, which are designed to be a get-in, get-out experience. And we have joining random worlds, which you only really do if you want their resources. The only mode that encourages social interaction in Genshin are weekly bosses. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't want primos to be locked behind how many Persona-style social links you max out. However, I think UGC can create an environment for that social aspect that makes multiplayer games so fun. You may find a favorite UGC mode and eventually start talking to someone else who's always in the same lobbies as you. Laugh over a few rounds, form a rivalry, so and such forth. While we don't know much about what Genshin UGC will look like, I think the potential is immense. I think Genshin UGC provides an opportunity to give Genshin more of a social experience that makes multiplayer games so amazing. Let me know in the comments what you guys want from UGC.